జరగదాలి అన్మ్యూట్ చేసి పెట్టారు.
Hey, hi, hello everyone. Are you able to hear me? Are you guys able to hear me? Okay, okay. So today we are going to, I guess in the last meeting, we already have discussed the week 3 summary or the content we already have discussed. Today we'll just go through, if you have any doubt, you can just ask me any topic or anything. Otherwise, we'll just start with the, like, I guess the activity questions or practice. Wherever you'll be having a doubt, we'll be just solving all those problems. Okay, is that fine to everyone? Yeah, recording will be available for this video. Yeah, for this session. Okay. Okay, so some people are saying to explain me the percentile. Okay. Anything else you want me to explain from this week content? So okay, I'll explain the percentile. Okay, anything else? The Friday session was not recorded. Yeah. Okay. So I'll explain the percentile. I guess three, four things are there: percentile and quartile, and then 5 number summary, and then IQR. Okay. Yeah, I'll discuss the practice assignments also. Okay, I'll just first discuss the IQR and then percentile. Okay. You're able to see my screen, right? Everyone is able to see my screen. Okay. 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 So yeah, one more thing. If you can raise your hand if you want to ask something. Okay. Any doubt if in between if you have anything, you can just raise your hand. Okay. So I'll start with the percentile. Even though we have discussed in the last session, I'll just go through in a I'll just give you a brief about the percentile and then quartile and then IQR. 5 number summary is almost similar thing. See what happens now if you have been given some data set. Okay, so let's for example the data set is starting from here and then it went till here. Okay, so some numbers are there. That is some data set whose numbers are from here. So this is the starting and this is the end data point. So then in between you have n number of datas. Okay, so if you have a data set, right, like this from starting to end, n number of data set, you can divide this in the form of a percentile. Okay. So let's for example, so see what happens. You can divide it like let's for example you want to divide the whole data set into 100 parts. If you want 100 parts, will be at least so to divide the whole data set into 100 parts, we'll be needing some 99 point, right, from 1 to 99 here. Okay. So it starts with some 1 till 99. Okay. And let's for example for p or maybe let's for example in the lecture it has been defined as something like 100 times p. percentile. That generally means if you are here, let's for example, if you are here, okay, so that means you'll be having some of the data points in the left side and some of the data point in the right side. Okay, so I'll just brief you again. If you have a data set that starts from here till here, okay, and if you want the whole data set to be divided into 100 parts, okay, you just need how many? 99 points to divide. First thing. Okay, the same concept is there for the quartile also. In the quartile, you just need 4 data points to divide. So you need 1, 2, 3. So that basically work as your 25th percentile, this work as your 50th percentile, and this work as your 75th percentile, and this is 100. Okay. So same as the percentile. Percentile, you just need from starting to end, you want to divide the whole data set into 100 parts and starts with 1 to 99 and then 100. Okay. Let's for example, you're just asking for some 100 in times pth percentile. Let's for example, this p is equals to 0.25. That means you need 25th percentile. Okay. Let's for example, this is 25th percentile. So what does this mean is you have some of the data set behind you and some of the data set above you. Okay. So I'll just give you one example. If somebody is scoring some 25th percentile marks, that means what? 25% of the people are performing underperforming, okay, and 75% are overperforming, okay, above you. Like 75% of the people are above you and 25% are below you. Okay, similarly for the median, you already know that for median, you know that median is basically 100 p where the p is equals to 0.5. That means the 50th percentile. Okay, that means half of the people, half of the data set are below you and half of the data set are in the right direction or above. Okay, or if somebody, if you would have then cat or some JE and all, some people that score 99 percentile. That means if he's here, so 99% of the people are below has underperformed. Okay, and only 1% of the people has overperformed. Okay, so only 1% of the data set is in the right direction and 99% of the people are in the left direction. Okay, I hope this is clear for the percentile part. Okay, I'll tell you how to calculate this also. So there are some steps that you have to follow, okay, to calculate the percentile. Okay, so let's for example, the number of data points. So the number of data points are 99. Sorry, n. Okay, and the percentile that you want to calculate is pth percentile. Okay, so the first thing that you do is you just do the product of this. So let's for example, you have 10 data points and you want to calculate the 25th percentile. So for that 25, so this is basically 25%. So that means p is equals to 0.25 generally you take, and then you do the product. So that np is equals to 2.5. Okay, so whenever you are calculating this np, there are two steps. This np can be in the form of a decimal, will be having a fractional part also apart from the integer, or you will be getting some integer itself. So if you are getting integer, so what will you do? And if you are getting some fractional for decimal part, then what will you do? So if you are getting fractional for decimal, okay, let's for example, here we got 2.5. So whatever the number that is the next integer, so that's for example, for the 2.5, the next integer would be the third. So the third term, okay, if you have arranged the number, so whatever the data set you are having, you can just arrange the number in the ascending order. Okay, so from here, the third part, the third number will be your 25th percentile according to our example. Okay, that means 25% of the people are below and 75% are in the right direction or above you. Okay, similarly, if you are getting some integer, let's for example, this p was 0.3. So you would have got some 30 like 3, sorry, not 30, 30 percentile you have to calculate. So you would have got 3 as an integer, right? Whenever you are getting some integer value, right? So what will you do? So now we'll do np. So whatever you've got 3 and np plus 1th term, you take the average of those two. Okay, that will be your uh, percentile that you want to calculate. Okay, so npth term and np plus 1th term upon 2. So you're just calculating a mean value and you'll get the percentile. That number can be in your set, like the data set, or can't be. So that doesn't matter. I guess this is clear. If this is clear, you can just type it in the chat box. Or not, I'll explain it again. Is this clear to everyone? Is this clear? Yeah, so somebody is asking if not an integer. If it is not an integer, I told you, right? So this was, so we got it like 2.5. If this is not an integer, the next integer, whatever is coming, will be your percentile. Like, let's for example, I'll just give you an example, maybe that will clarify. So you have a data set something like 68, 38, 66, 79, 61, 47, 68, 35, 70, and 58. So the first step is to arrange it in ascending order. So just put it in the ascending order. Okay. So if we'll put it in the ascending order, I guess that it will start with 35, then 38, then 47, then 58, 61, 66, 68, I guess 268, and then you have 70, then you have 79. Okay, we just kept it in the ascending order. Now I want to calculate the 25th percentile. Okay, so for 25th percentile, you already know that P is equals to 0.25, correct? So the first thing that you have to calculate is the number. What's the number of data set? 1, 2, 3, 6, 9, and 10, correct? And for you, for the 25th percentile, P is equals to 0.25. So if you are doing the product, so NP is your 2.5, correct? So what did I say? If you are getting a value that is not integer, okay, that has a fractional or decimal part, then you'll just, for 2.5, the next integer that is coming is 3. So your third term. So the first, second, third term. This will be your 25th percentile. Okay. And if you have to calculate, let's for example, you have to calculate what? You have to calculate 10th percentile. For 10th, your N is 10. For P is 0.1. Okay. So now the NP is what? NP is 1. So now you have got the integer. Whenever you will get integer, you will take out the npth term plus npth plus 1 term, like np plus 1 term, and then take the average. So now we have first term and then second term by 2. So what is the first term? This is 35 plus 38 by 2. Okay, that basically is 36.5. See, you can, what did I say? 36.5 was not in the data set. Then also it can be the percentile. Okay, the 10th percentile is 36.5, even though this data was not available in the data set. Okay, and if you have to calculate the 75th percentile, the same method for you, 10 equals to 10, P equals to 0.75, and now NP is 7.5. So the next number is 8. Okay, so the 8th value is what? So this is the 10th, 9th, and 8th, 68. So this is 68. So 75th percentile is 68. Okay. And if you have to calculate the IQR you're already aware of. IQR is basically Q3 minus Q1. So Q3 is 75th percentile minus 25th percentile value. So the 68 minus, what was the 25th percentile value? I guess that was 47. So that is basically 47. So this will be your IQR. Is it clear? Is it clear to everyone? Okay. Yeah, so 90th percentile also you can calculate this in the same way. 90th percentile you can also calculate in the same way. Okay, some people are asking to repeat it. I'll just repeat it again. So please, okay. Okay, so I'll just repeat it. Okay. So what I was saying is to calculate the percentile. So I'll just repeat the whole thing, whatever I've said till now. So whenever you calculate a percentile, so you have a data, you'll be having a data set. Okay, so this is the data set that I've given. So this is the data set that was given, and it starts from here, it ends here. So to calculate the percentile generally you calculate, you would have heard in the exam, like somebody is scoring 99 percentile, 98 percentile, or some value, P percentile. Okay, 100 times P percentile. So that basically means, in a layman term, you can just understand that 100 times P percentile is basically, so wherever this is coming, right? So this particular, like for example, I'm just discussing the 25th percentile. So what does that mean? If somebody is scoring 25th percentile, or the number denotes the 25th percentile, okay, that means is 25% of the data set. Okay, so 25% of the data set will be lying to the left hand side. Okay, if you have just arranged your data set from here to end, so in the form of ascending order, if you have arranged this, the data set, so this 100 time P, or the 25th percentile, as I'm taking as an example, will denote that 25% of the data set is lying to the left hand side, and the remaining portion, that is basically 100 minus 25 percentile, that is the 75% of the data set, will lie in the right hand side. Okay, similarly, if somebody is scoring 99%, 99 percentile, what does that mean? 99% of the people of the data is lying to the left hand side, and only 1% is lying in the right hand side. Okay, that means yes, 99% of the people has underscored according to his marks. Only 1% has scored better than him. Okay, this is what the percentile mean. Okay, how do you calculate the percentile? I guess this is clear now. What basically is percentile? And if you have to calculate percentile, I'll just explain this again. And the method that we are using is a different, like is different from the whatever the Google Sheet use. Okay, the Google Sheet uses the different algorithm. That also, if you want, I can tell you, but it's not important. But okay, if you want me to tell you the what does the Google Sheet uses, okay, that also we can discuss. But as of now, we'll just discuss what we are supposed to do. Okay, if you have been asked in the exam, what we are supposed to do. Okay, so if you have to calculate the same values I have taken, so the same thing. Now, if you have to calculate from here itself, so somebody was asking to calculate the 90th percentile or 75th percentile, right? So if you have to calculate the 70, so I'll just take two examples, one with a decimal and one with the integer value. Okay, so the one is 0.75, that is the 75th percentile, and one would be the 10th or maybe the 20th percentile, or maybe 30 percentile, whatever you want to. So 30th percentile. Okay, so for this, you can get only two types of data, either integer or in the form of a decimal. Okay, so for this case, for the first case, you'll get NP equals to 7.5. That is basically a decimal. And whenever you are getting a value that is having a decimal part also, you don't have to do anything. You just take the 8. Like if you are getting 7.5, you'll take out the 8th value. If you have arranged the data set in the ascending order, you just take out the 8th value, and that will be your 75 percentile data. Okay. For the next case, here you'll be getting NP equals to, so here it is 0.3, right? Because 30 is the percentage, so you'll change it, it will be 0.3. Okay, so NP is basically 3 because 0.3 into 10 is 3. So whenever you are getting integer number, so you have to take the NPth, so that is basically the third, plus NP plus 1th term, and take the average of those two. So third and plus 4th term upon 2 will be your 30th percentile data. Okay, I hope this is clear now. Is it clear to everyone? Okay, okay, I guess it is clear now. Yeah, if you are getting, somebody is asking, I guess, Pargati, if you are getting 7.4, then also you'll have to take the 8th data point, 8th point. If you are getting 7.01 also, you'll have to take 8. So the next data point you have to take out. Okay, I hope this is clear. This formula, this one is clear, I guess. Okay. Okay. Yeah, we'll have to take the next integer. If you are getting a decimal, even though if you are getting 7.1, 7.2, 7.01, 7.99, then also you'll have to take the 8th data point. Okay, I hope this is clear. Let's move to the next topic. I guess you're asking about the quartile. Quartile is also same. So the same same thing in the percentile, you are dividing the whole data set into some 100 parts, right? And the quartile, so you have a data set, right? Okay, so you just divide your data set into 4 parts. Okay, for 4 parts, how many data point? How many point you need? 3 point, right? If you are divide the whole data points equally into 4 parts. Okay, so if you want to equally, that means 25, 25, 25, and 25. So you need how many points? 1, 2, 3 points, right? So for quartile, we'll be having the Q1, Q2, and Q3. Correct? This denotes the, because I already told you, if you have to calculate the 25th percentile data point, that means you are 25% of the data is in the left side and 75 in the right side. You can see that, right? Only 25% in the left and 75 in the right side. Correct? Similarly, for Q2, you have 50th percentile. 50th percentile, I told you. So 25 plus 25, that means 50% of the data point in the left side and 50% in the right side. Similarly, for Q3, you have 75 percentile, right? That means 75% of the data point in the left side and 25% in the right side. Correct? For the same thing, we can calculate the Q1, Q2, Q3. And you can see that we already have learned about the median, right? In the median, what do we mean by the median? That median basically is the central value that you calculate, right? So 25% of the data points should be in the left-hand side and 25% in the right-hand side. That just basically denotes your median also. So this is median also. Correct? So this is Q1, this is Q2, and this is Q3. You can be asked, can be given the data points and then can be asked regarding to calculate Q1, Q2, and Q3. Okay. Okay. And then you have a 5-number summary. The same thing, only here it is the minima. Then you have Q1, Q2, Q3, and the maxima. Okay. I hope this is clear to everyone. Okay. If you want me to explain with the example, if you want, then I can give you the example. So 50th percentile will tell you will give you the median value. Okay. Will give you the median value. Okay. Example, somebody is asking example. Okay. So for the quartile, I'll just give you the example. Okay. So the same example, I'll take the same example. So whatever it was, so we have arranged that number. So we have arranged that number that was 35, I guess 38, 47. And then you have 58, 61, 66. So basically you have 58, 61, 66. Then 68, 68, 70, 79. Okay. So this was your number that was in the ascending order. And you have to calculate the quartile. Okay. Quartile you have to calculate. That means you need Q1, Q2, and Q3. This is basically P is equals to 0.25. That means if you have N equals to 10, right? So NP will be what? NP is 2.5. Similarly, for this case, P equals to 0.5. So NP is 5. Here, P equals to 0.75. So for you, NP equals to 7.5. And if you have a value that is having a decimal part, I told you, right? This will convert into third. For this, it will be 5th term plus 6th term divided by 2. And for this, it will be 8th term. So now you can see that the third term you need, third term is 47. So this is 47 is the 25th percentile data. And now 5th plus 6th. So basically 5th is this one, 6th is this one. So 51 plus 66 by 2 is your median or the 50th percentile data point and 8th percentile. So that means 3, 3, 6, 7, 8. So 68 is the Q3. And if you have to calculate the IQR, you already know that IQR is basically Q3 minus Q1. So if Q3 is what? 68. So this is basically 68 minus 47 is your IQR. Is it clear to everyone? Okay, I'll just tell you one more thing. So sometimes you would have heard about the outlier also, right? Outlier basically, okay, leave that. You don't have to, I guess that has not been taught. So you can just leave that. Is it clear to everyone? Is this clear? The quartile and the percentile part. We can just take out the some. Okay. Why do we have to take the average in case of integer? This is how you calculate, right? For see, you need, if you are calculating a 50th point, right? 50th, like for example, you are just taking out the median, okay? And if you have a what for the median, the formula was what? For the median, if you have an odd number, you directly get it. For the even number, you have to take the average there also. Correct? See, and that doesn't see if you'll calculate it right. Let's for example here. Uh, what was that? Okay. So this is what the reason is. Yeah. Why do we to take the average of the integer? Yeah. So this is how we calculate it. See, if we are getting some decimal form, you just take out the next term, and then if you are not getting the integer, like if you are getting the integer, just take out the average of the next two. Like next two means NP and NP plus 1/2. There are some other formula for the spread, like for the Google sheet, they use the different algorithm. Okay, so the value can be different. Okay, like there won't be much difference, but yeah, this is how like Google sheet calculates in a different way. 99.9 percentile, you just take the p as 0.999 and then you can calculate it. If you have the smaller number, so the Payam Nath is asking if you are having 99.9 percentile. So basically, for that case, if you have a very big number of data set, okay, then the number would be different from the 100th percentile. Otherwise, if you have just 9 or 10 digit, 10 data set, mostly you'll be getting the last value only. So somebody is asking once again. I hope we have already explained it 2-3 times. So I don't think so. I should be explaining again. I guess I have explained it so many times. Okay. 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 So let's start with the question. So if you have any doubts from the activity set, you can just type in the activity question number. Okay. So you can just type in the activity number. Yeah, so last part, what I said about NP is C. Whenever I told you with so many examples, right? For whenever you're doing the product of NP, you can get a value that has a fractional plus normal, like the in the form of a decimal, or you can get a value, the product of NP as integer. If you're getting the integer, you just have to take NPth term plus NP plus 1th term. So I'm getting fifth, that means fifth term plus 1, sixth term. So fifth and sixth average you have to take out. Okay. And if you're getting in the form of a decimal, then next integer, whatever is there, that will be your percentile, like the required percentile. Now let's move to the activity question. Okay. Activity question or practice question. Wherever you have a doubt, you can just ask me. Just put it the question number. Okay. Wherever you have a doubt, and then I'll solve those questions. Okay, let's start with activity 3.1. So wherever you have, if everybody, as last session, I told you to solve each and every question. So if you have solved it, just let me know which question you have a doubt. I'll start with 3.1. Yeah, so I don't think so. What is there to discuss 100 percentile? If somebody is scoring 100%, that means this is the last data point set. This is the last data point that you have. So all the data set are in the left side. You don't have anything in the right side. Okay. So if somebody is scoring 100 percentile, that means like the 100% or like all the data set are in the left side only. Okay. Okay. So I'll start with the 3.1. Okay. So what is this? 3.1 fourth question somebody is asking. Okay. So I'll start with. Okay. So 3.1 fourth question. So any other question from there? 3.1. Okay. So fourth question and fifth question. Okay. So I'm just a graded assignment we are not supposed to solve. I can give you an idea, but I can't solve it. So I've just allowed everyone. You can just ask if you have a doubt. Yeah. So I've just unmute. You can just unmute yourself and then ask. So
Hello, sir.
yeah.
Am I audible?
Yeah, you're audible. So one by one, please ask one by one. Otherwise, the session will get like your time will get wasted. Okay. Go ahead.
Sir, I had doubt. Sir, I had doubt
Yeah.
in activity 3.5.
Okay.
In from 8 to 10, sir.
Okay. 3.5.
Sir, I have a doubt about qualifier exams. Can I?
No. 1 second. I'll just solve her doubt and then I'll go to the next person. Okay. Otherwise, there's no point in discussing. Yeah. Okay. What's the issue? Which question you have told? Okay.
The 8 to 10.
8 to 10. 8 to 10. Okay. So box
So
plot.
how to take the values? So yeah, they have given a box.
Okay. So the box plot. Okay. So I'll just give you an idea about the box plot. So if you have been given a box plot, right? So this is how you generally. So the 5 summary number is generally used to create the box plot. Okay. So if you have the box plot in this way, so basically it starts with some minima and the maxima it will go, and then you have Q1, Q3, and Q2 basically is the median that you have. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. See, and what I was saying about the outlier, whenever you are getting some data point, normally it's not the thumb rule, but whenever we have a data point, something like Q3 plus 1.5 times IQR, generally consider those as a outlier. And whenever you have something like Q1 minus 1.5 times IQR, that also is considered as a outlier. I don't know outlier. It's not been taught like outlier. There are others like sometimes outlier can be due to noise also. There can be some human error also. So with the help of many like via many methods you can have outlier, and then you already know that how it generally impact your descriptive analysis like mean median mode. Median doesn't get much affected, even the mod also, but mean generally get affected a lot. Okay, due to outlier. So now what's the doubt? I guess now it is clear. You will be able to see, right? Or okay, is it clear to everyone?
I doubt in practice
No,
assignment.
Sir,
one second, one
sir?
second, one second. Just let me clear this. Is this clear? 8, 9, 10. Are you able to solve
We
after the
Yes, sir.
yeah?
so while taking values, they have not.
But they have not.
Hello.
Yeah. So from the figure itself, you can see that the first quartile
Sir,
value they have
yeah,
asked. Okay. So the first quartile value they have asked, right? That is between 15 to 20. Correct? If you'll see the data, if you see the blocks plot itself,
it's not exactly from 15 to
it's between
50,
15 to
sir.
20,
It's
right?
a, yeah,
15. It's between 15 to 20. Correct?
yeah. While taking values, should I take 19 and 51 or
Because you have only one option that is between 15 to 20, right? So you have to take 19
Yeah.
only. Yeah, that's why it is correct.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
IQR also you can collect it. You can just take it like one value between 50 to 55 and the other will be 19. 19 you already know. And then you can get the
Yeah.
value of IQR also. Q3 minus Q1. And if you have to calculate the range, you just have to from where the value just started till where it has went. Okay. So you can see that also. I guess it will be around 65. Okay. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Now,
Thank you, sir.
sir, I
Sir,
am
can
also.
Okay.
I'm audible, sir?
Yeah, you're
Sir,
audible.
I have a
I am
question
audible.
about qualifier exam.
One by one, otherwise there is no like one by one. And the questions would be from the activity, then we'll move to the practice assignment. Okay.
I have a doubt in
Sir, I
3.4.
am, 1 second, let me ask.
Okay.
Sir,
So
am I audible?
3.4. 3.4
Yeah.
somebody was asking.
Sir, listen. Sir, I
Yeah,
am also facing
it's
this
me.
QR.
Repeat this
Sir,
question, sir.
3.4 question 1.
3.4
Sir,
question number 1.
I
Yes.
had a question about qualifier exam. Can I ask?
The qualifier exam will have a separate session regarding that. Okay. Regarding the
When, sir?
examination.
Sir, I am
When
facing
will be?
difficulty on QR. Please help me.
Okay. So let's move to the 3.4. 3.4. What was the question number?
Sir,
Question 1.
Okay.
Am I
Regarding
audible, sir?
exam, regarding calendar, anything, you have to mail to the ops team or you have to wait it. We'll have one session where we'll just tell you about all the things regarding the qualifier. When will you get the hall tickets? All those stuffs you'll be getting to know.
Sir,
So we'll be having a
Sir.
separate session regarding that. Okay. So
Please repeat
3.4,
this
the
question, sir.
session. Yeah.
Sir,
Please repeat this question, sir.
IQR. Am I audible, sir? IQR.
Oh,
I am
okay.
facing difficulty.
You are wanting me to repeat the question. This one. So 3.5, the
Am I
question.
audible?
So I'm repeating this. Yeah, why are you like, if you'll do this, like, how can I answer? Let me finish first and then you can just we'll go for the next one. Like, okay, so I'm just repeating this question. 3.5, somebody has asked me to repeat it. So here it was, so box plot was given to you. So this is a box plot that has been given to you. And I have explained it. So if you have been given, so box plot is basically the 5-number summary you have known, right? 5-number summary. You are knowing,
Yes,
right?
sir.
5-number summary where you'll start with minima and then you have a maxima, and in between you have 3 other number, that is Q1, Q2, and Q3. Q1 is basically the 25th percentile data point. Q2 is the 50th percentile, or you can say the median, or the Q3 is the what? Q3 is the 25th, 75th percentile data point. Okay, so if you are starting from here, that is basically the minimum data, like the minimum number that is there in your data set. And then you have this is the 25th percentile data point, this 50th percentile, and this is 75th percentile, and this is your maximum data that is available in your data set. Okay, any number beyond this, like Q3 plus 1.5 times IQR, generally considered as a outlier, and any number that is in the left side, or you can say below this Q1 minus 1.5 IQR, considered as a outlier. Okay, is this clear now to everyone? This question at least?
Am I audible, sir?
No, 1 second. First of all, this question is clear to you, everyone?
Yeah.
So
Oh,
the range
Yes, sir.
will
How
include
to
minimum
calculate
and
the IQR?
maximum, right?
Sir, he will
Here
give.
now 75 percentile between
okay.
them.
So yeah, so let's move to the next question. Which is the next question that you have? The doubt?
3.4 question 1, sir.
3.4, question number 1.
Sir, please, sir, can you tell me 5 observations are given how to calculate IQR? I am facing difficulty on it.
IQR is like Q3 minus Q1 is IQR. Q3, 75th percentile data point minus 25th data point will your IQR. So this gap.
Sir, listen, sir. Hello.
What? Yeah,
Suppose, sir, we have five observations, any numbers, and how to calculate IQR?
I told you, you calculate 75th percentile data point. You calculate 25th percentile data point. Take the subtraction. I calculated it earlier. So here we have calculated 75th percentile data point, 75th percentile. 25th percentile we have calculated, and then we have calculated IQR. This is Q3, this is Q1.
Sir,
We do the subtraction here.
sir, can you explain percentile?
Notes. So where I will get
how to
Okay,
calculate IQR in stem leaf diagram?
which diagram?
Like stem leaf, they give that stem and leaf. And
Stem leaf also you'll have to calculate Q3, okay, and Q1. You'll have to calculate that. Without that, you can't do. From the box plot, you'll not have to calculate. If you have been given the box plot, you can directly see the Q3 value and Q1 value and take you can do the subtraction and calculate it IQR. But if you have been given the stem leaf also, stem leaf has the data. It's like you're just representing your data in some ascending form, okay, in the vertical form. You'll have to calculate each data point, like whatever the number it is. So for those cases also, you'll be having some numbers, right? Number of data points, right? If you have been a stem plot, you'll be having some data points, right? 1, 2, 3 or something, 0, 1, 2.
Yeah,
And
so
then,
sir, here, abhi 1, 0 will be 10, right?
that will be 10.
Yeah, I was having doubt in
Sir,
that only.
sir, can you explain
Sir, is
percentile?
there no value in leaf then? Ignore it.
That can be an error. I don't know, like where you are getting this type of question. So leaf will be there. Otherwise, how will you get to know about the
Sir,
unit?
like
Is it?
in stem there is a value 7 and in leaf there is no value. 0, 1 to no value. Then it's 7 or
Yeah, there was question something like that.
Sir, I also have this question.
Yeah, just ignore that value. It is not considered in the data set. It is just to complete the sequence. So this question is there, sir.
Where it is there?
Sir,
Where
in
is that
graded
question?
assignment, I think. In graded assignment, I think.
Okay, graded assignment, so we can't discuss, but
that 7 should be not considered in the while
question number?
solving the problem.
Yes, that's
Sir,
what we were told.
9,
We
10,
have
sir.
to ignore it.
9, 10, last questions.
Okay, the question that I have is having the leaf. So I don't know which question we are talking about, but okay, that is fine. If nothing has been given there in the leaf part, first of all, I have to see that question. I can't see that. If somebody can share me the screenshot, maybe then I can discuss it. Till that time, the next question will be discussing. Till like if you have, so just send me the screenshot, okay, in the chat box, and then we'll discuss that. Till that time, you can just ask me the other question. So 3.4, somebody has asked me 3.4
So
question of 1.
3.5 fourth question.
So
Okay,
3.4
I'll just
question 1.
Okay, 3.4, I'll just start with the first question. So the first question have been given during a lockdown. The class teacher shared the marks about 10 students of a class with the principal of the student over the call. Okay, so that is fine. So some marks has been given 66, 68, 70, 82, 78, 67, 79, 81, 75, and 95. And then it has been, however, the last student's actual marks was 85 instead of 95. So this was not 95. This was maybe by mistake he wrote it. So the original marks was 85. Okay. So now you have to calculate the median of the actual marks. Okay. How will you calculate the median? So how do you
This is
calculate the median?
3.3.
Median, how
This
do you
question is
calculate the median?
Sir, n by
3.3.
2th term plus n by 2th plus 1. Sir, we have to find
That is
mean.
fine. No, first of all, you'll put it in the
Arrange in
ascending
ascending
order.
order. Ascending order.
Ascending order, you'll write it in the ascending order. And then check whether the whole value is how many? Like, I guess, how many people are there? How many? 10, right? 10.
10.
So this is an even number. So what will you do?
Between 5 and 6.
Fifth and sixth number. You'll take the average of fifth and sixth number. This is how you'll do. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So this is not that difficult. I don't think so. This was difficult that you were not able to calculate it. What's the issue? Like, what was the issue in calculating this? Okay, no problem. If I guess now it is clear to everyone, how will you do that? So you just have to put it in the ascending order. If you want me to calculate, I can do that, but that will just waste our time.
Sir,
Okay.
I had shared the screenshot. It is clear.
Okay, I'll go through there.
Yeah.
The second problem, the second question is what? What's the change in the mode? Okay, so you can see that. What do you mean by modes? The most frequent data points. Can you see any frequent data points that you have? So I don't think so. 66 only once, 68 also, 70, 82. So there is no data point that is frequent. So you don't have even the mode. You can't calculate the mode itself because all the 10 are mode. Okay, so you can't have the mode. And then the third problem is which of the followings are true. Okay, so that you already know that the median are more affected. Like median are generally not much affected by the outlier as compared to the mean. Mean basically is affected more. Okay, and then adding all these are simple. Is it clear to
Sir,
everyone?
mode is unaffected by outliers, sir.
What?
Mode is unaffected by outliers.
Mode is generally less affected, okay?
Oh, yes.
Than yeah. Is it clear? The first and second. Any other question from 3.4?
I had a doubt in 3.4, sir. This is 3.3 question.
Oh, this is 3.3.
Yeah.
I guess this is okay.
Can you please explain 3.4?
Okay. Let me go there. Yeah. My mistake, I guess I just opened 3. Okay, 3.4 is what you have been given some gymnasium on a record the weight of a person of some 10%. So that is basically 62, 85, 80, and then 62.5, 82, 72.4, 68, 65, 70.5, and then 69. And then you have to calculate the sample variance. What's the like? This is pretty simple, right? Calculate sample variance, right? You just calculate it xi minus. So calculate first the mean and then calculate the first mean and then subtract each value from the mean and then divide it with the n. You will get the variance.
N minus 1, sir. N minus 1.
Sorry, n minus 1 because you have been asked for sample variance. For the sample variance, you'll be having n minus 1. So you calculate it. What's the issue here?
Sir, I didn't get the answer. That was the problem.
You didn't.
So may
you
I
didn't
speak
got the answer.
Sir, here, sir,
regarding her doubt?
Variance, sir.
In this question, even I was facing problem, but when I solved that question again, there was we shouldn't take value approx values, sir. There might be a calculation error in her question. I mean, in her answer.
Okay, that's like not a conceptual like issue. I guess calculation can be an issue. Yeah, so maybe calculation you can just recheck it. There's no problem.
Sir, I have a doubt regarding this question only, sir.
Sir, can you explain 3.5 fourth question?
Sir, here
I'll
frequency.
go to 3.4. If you have any doubt in 3.4, okay, 3.4.
Sir, question number.
Sir, this question only, sir.
Okay, so this problem I already discussed, right? The number has been given to you.
It's fine, sir. I understand that, sir. Sir,
Okay.
here's in this sample variance formula, there is no mention of frequency. But in the weekly tutorials, there was one question which sir solved. In there, the frequency of the data set was given, and sir multiplied the frequency also. So, sir, can you please explain that, sir?
If there has been frequency, then only you would have done. Like here, there is no frequency, right? So you don't have to use that method. So every data set will be having a different method to calculate anything. Okay. So for this sample, there is no frequency. It's like very less data, right? 10 data point only. Correct. So you can do it like directly. There's no use of frequency or something like that.
Sir, can you discuss the way of how frequency will be solved, sir? Because there are multiple tables that has to be created in that.
Multiple
tables are like this, sir. Can you please discuss sir, take some example with frequency one and then solve it, find the variance of it, sir.
Okay, I'll just solve that one method. I'll just solve one question.
It's for continuous data.
What happened?
Discrete.
Yeah, so this is a discrete data point only. So this is a discrete one, like not discrete, but you can so the number that has been given is not discrete because this is a form of some measured value, weight, and all, and then there can be infinite number of values between 2 points. So this is not the exact discrete data set. This is a continuous data set only. But the number of data point is very less, 10 only. So you can directly calculate. There's no frequency or nothing else like that. So should not be using any. See, I discussed it everything, I guess, yesterday, day before yesterday, about if you have been grouped like a data set in the form of a group data, how will you calculate the mean, median, and more. So I don't think so. If we'll just discuss it again and then it will be a wastage of time for others people.
No, sir. This data set, sir, this same data set with a frequency, how to find the variance
No,
of
no,
it, sir?
you can't. No? Frequency, what's the number of frequency? So frequency is what? How many times that data point is occurring, correct? So each data point is occurring only once, right? So what will you do with like frequency? If you are multiplying this f, I'm not getting what you're trying
Data
to
point
say.
is not considered a class. Basically, that's the he's taking it away.
In weekly tutorials, I took an example where the frequency was mentioned. I'm just asking sir, can you please show us the method on how to use this frequency in this simple sample variance formula, sir, so that we can come on a proper conclusion of our answer, sir.
I'll have to see that tutorial first, and then only I'll be able to comment on that. Okay.
I think
just
that there is
multiply the x value and the frequency in that, x into frequency of that.
There
No,
is
that
one
is
question.
fine.
Graded assignment. There is one problem also, sir.
Grade assignment. Which problem you're talking about?
And in that problem also, sir, there is no frequency expressed. So please go through the tutorial, sir. I did not understand what you said about this.
No, I can explain that, but I can't go through the tutorials now, right? So
okay,
I can
sir,
explain you. You can just mail me regarding that. But now, if I'll just go through the tutorial, so then that'll be a waste of time.
Okay.
So if you have any question in front of you, you can just send me, and then we'll solve. Okay. But if you don't have any, yeah.
Can you please look at the books? There are questions which are like.
Sir, I once asked about 100 percentiles, sir. In that, if we get, you said the 100%.
For the 100 percentile, you just take the final number. Okay.
Sir, I understand that, sir. But so if the 100 percentile we calculate with the
so let
methods,
me start. 1 second. If you'll just ask me like randomly, I'll have to again mute us. Like then there is like the session is like will be not productive to anyone. Correct. So I'll just start from the 3.1. If you have any doubt, you can just ask me from there, and then we'll move to the practice and grade it, right? So otherwise, we have already passed 1 hour. Okay, and we haven't discussed anything.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So 3.5, if you have any doubt, you can just write it in the chat box. I'm just moving everyone. Okay.
अरे मतलब हम कह रहे हैं अगर हम आ गए तो ठीक है, अगर नहीं आता तो जल्दी है
so yeah, so whichever question you have, just write it in the chat box. From there, I'll take the doubts. Otherwise, see, I just unmuted you all for some time, and then we just wait. Like we were not able to discuss any questions. Okay, so you just send your question from question. See, from activity, you just start with the 3.1. If you have any doubt, you just start from there. 3.1. Anybody has any doubt? If somebody will message, I'll just take that doubt. Otherwise, I'll just move to the 3.2. Anyone has any doubt in 3.1? Anyone no? Okay, then let's move to 3.2. 3.2. Anybody has any doubt in 3.2? Okay, 3.1. Somebody's asked second question. So let's solve that question. 3.1. Second question somebody is asking. So second question, this is pretty simple. In a shopping mall, a customer will get a scratch coupon after shopping something like for some amount, and then he get the cashback also from 1 to 100. Okay, and then Madhu is a regular customer to the shopping mall. The cashback she received over a period of 6 months is given below, and then it has been asked how much percentage of the total time did she receive the cashback worth 40 to 60. So you just have to calculate the relative frequency for 40 to 60. That is basically 6 upon the total number of you just add the frequency and then divide 6 to the total number of frequency. You'll get the that value. Is this clear? I guess who was asking? Parik, I guess, was asking. Similarly, okay, I'll just if you I'll just write it out here. So AQ, I guess this was 3.1. The question number 1. So I'll just somebody was asking the question number 1 also. So here it has been given. So you have been given the phase number and the frequency has been given to you. So the phase number is given 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then you have been given the frequency also 5, 4, x 9, 8, 8, and then RF is also given, the frequency is given, and then relative frequency is given 0.125, and then 0.1, 0.15, 0.15, and then 0.225, 0.2, and 0.2. It's been given to you, and you have been asked to calculate the value of x, I guess, right? Yeah, so you have to calculate x here. This is pretty simple, right? So what's the total number of frequency you can get, right? So the total number would be some number n. Let's, for example, this is n. Okay. Okay, so if you have to calculate anything from here, see, so how, so whatever the total number was there, you can just take it from anywhere. So you can calculate the n from, see, 5 upon n equals to 0.125. You'll get n, right? You'll get n 5 upon 0.125. And similarly, you can calculate for this x also. So basically, x upon 0.15 will be your this value, and then you get it to get the value of x. Okay, I guess this is pretty simple. The second question, what you were asking was, so for the second question, the class was given to you, and then you have been given the frequency also. Okay, so the class was 1 to 20, and then 20 to 40, 40 to 60, 60 to 80, and then 80 to 100. And the frequency was given was 5, 10, 6, 8, 6. And you have been asked to calculate how much percentage of the total time. So 40 to 60 has been asked. So this was basically 6 upon the total number. So whatever the total number you are getting, so all summation of all this will be your value. Okay, so that will be your percentage. Anything else from the 6.1? Anything else from 6.1? Any other question that you have? You just have to type it in the chat box. Any question from 3.1? Okay, let's move to 3.2. Any question from 3.2 that you have? 3.2, question number 5. Anything else? Anybody has any other question? The IQR, you don't have, like, for any number you can calculate the IQR. So you Q3 and Q1 you have to calculate. There is nothing that. Okay, 3.1, question number 2 we have discussed already, Vivek. Now the next question is 3.2, question number 5. 3.2, question number 5. Question number 5. So 3.2, question number 5 is given. You have to choose something, right? So the question, the first thing is, so the question number 5 itself is telling which of the following options are true. The first option is mean is affected by the outlier. That is correct, right? Mean is affected. Mean is affected. And I told you, right, how it get affected, because let's, for example, by outlier. We can see that, let's, for example, you have been given the data set. So the data set was 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, and because of some error, so this 5 was written as something like 500. Okay, so if you will see that earlier the mean would have been 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 by 5. But now the new mean is what? Is 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 500 by 5. So you can see that there is a vast change in the mean. That's why the first option is correct, that the mean will be affected by the outlier. Okay, and the second option is what? So adding a constant to the data doesn't change the mean. You can see that earlier it was 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 by 5 was the mean. If I'm adding some constant c to each of the numbers, so 1 plus c plus 2 plus c plus 3 plus c plus 4 plus c plus 5 plus c, okay, upon 5. So you can see that the number got changed. So 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 is already there, but there is 5c also. Okay, so now you'll be having a different number. So the second option is incorrect, because here it is saying that adding a constant doesn't change the mean, but here it will change. Okay, now the third option is the mean value calculated for a continuous data from the frequency table is equal to the exact mean. I already told you, like whenever you are organizing a data, the continuous data in the form of some classes, right? So let's, for example, this is some class. Okay, so that's 1 to 20, and then you have 20. This is basically open to close, and then open to 40, something like that. Okay, and whenever you calculate the mean for these cases, you have some frequency also, and then you calculate the mean, the class average you calculate, right? So basically you calculate the class average right here. Okay, and whatever the values mi that you calculate, and then you calculate fi mi. You calculate it, right? So what did I say? So here it is taking all the number between 1 to 20, but whenever we calculate the mean, it is taking the class average. Okay, 1 plus 20 by 20. So the average it is taking, correct? Here. So this can't be the exact value. You can calculate the mean that will be similar, like very close to the exact one, but this mean that you will calculate from this formula, from the group, like whenever you're organizing the whole data, the continuous data, that won't be exact. That will not be exact. So that way the third option is incorrect. But mean value calculate for the discrete for the frequency will be exact. Yeah. So here it will be exact because here you have a discrete data points 1, 2, 3, and here it is given the frequency. So whenever you calculate the FIXI, so FIXI that has been calculated here is the exact data, not the assumption. Like here we have just taken the mean of 1 to 20. We are not knowing, we just took out. So there can be values which will be 1, 1, 1, like only that is very close to 1, not close to 20. Then also we are taking the mean as something like 1 plus 20 by 2. So that means 10.5. Correct? So that's why this method, there won't, the mean that will calculate won't be exact, but for the discrete it will be exact. I guess this is clear to everyone. Is it clear? The question, the 3.2, question number 5, whoever has asked, is it clear? Is it clear to everyone, this question? Is this clear to everyone? Can we move to the 3.3? Okay, 3.2, question number 6, somebody is asking. Okay. So the question number 3.2, question number, you are asking question number 5, I guess. 4, you are asking. 3.2, question number 4. 3.2, question number 4. Okay, so for this question 3.4, what I can see is there has been given a bar plot. Okay, so for this, the rating given by the audience. Okay, the rating has been given. The rating. Are you able to see my screen? Okay, I guess it's not shared here. Okay, now the screen has been shared. Okay, so 3.4, question number 4 you are asking. Question number 4. 3.2, question number 4 you're asking. It has been given some. Okay, so some bar plot has been given to you. So rating has been given 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5 has been given to you, and then you have the rating given by the audience on a movie review website for a newly released movie has been given in this plot. What is the average rating given? So you have to calculate the average rating, right? So for some, this is 425, this is 192, this is 78. So how will you calculate? So this is 220, and this is 65, 62. So the same method, if you have just written in this form, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this is 78, the frequency is 78. Okay, then this is 192, this is 425, this is 220, and then you have 65, right? And FIXI, if you calculate it, you can calculate the FIXI 78 into 1, then 192 into 2, then 465 into 3, and then 220 into 4, and then 62 into 5, right? FIXI you have calculated, correct? So you'll do the summation of all this, and then you have the number also, correct? So frequency, if you'll calculate the frequency number also you have, then you can calculate the mean. So basically, the summation of FIXI by the total number, you'll get the mean value. Is this clear? I guess this was pretty simple. So what is the next question? What is the next question? So 3.2 is been done. Okay, I'll just if you okay. So I've just unmuted. You can just unmute yourself and can ask the next problem that you have. 3.2, I guess we have discussed. Yeah.
3.3 question 8, sir.
Which question?
3.8.
3 point. One by one. Otherwise, again, it will be difficult.
Sir, I asked question. Can you answer?
Which question? 3.3. Which question you are asking?
Question 8, sir.
3.26, please.
3.2, sixth
sir.
question.
Yeah.
Okay, so 3.2. So you have been given the class, right? So you have been given the class. So that is basically 10 to 20, and then you have 20 to 30. Then you have to 30 to 40. You have 40 to 50. You have 50 to 60. And then you have 60 to 70. Correct? And then you have been given the frequency. F has been given to you. This is basically 20. This is 25. This is 40. This is 35. This is 30. And then you have 25. Okay? Is this fine? So to calculate the mean, how do you calculate? You calculate the midpoint. Or the MI. What is the midpoint for this class? 15. 50. For this, it is 25. For this is 35.
45.
45.
40.
45.
Okay, I know. Okay. Got it. Okay, 65. Okay, and then you have to calculate FIMI. Correct? So 15 into 20 you have to calculate whatever the value you are getting.
300.
Okay, 300. And then similarly you will have to calculate this. So you'll have to calculate all this value. So you have to multiply FIMI. So all those value, whatever you are getting, you'll have to calculate it here and then do the summation. So basically the formula that you'll be using for the mean is, so summation of
Sir, you are not allowed.
Sir, are you there?
Sir, you are not allowed.
Your screen is not.
Sir, you are on.
Vishal, your voice is not audible.
Sir, your voice is not.
Sir, your voice is inaudible.
Sir, we are unable to hear you.
Sir, I think so. You are on mute, actually. Or just left.
Hey. Hold on, I think he's having a technical glitch. Hold on.
yeah. So is my voice audible now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So which question we were discussing? We were discussing till 3.2 we have discussed, right?
Yeah, 3.26. That's not,
Yes, sir.
the mean point you started, I think it's not completed.
Okay. So sixth question, whatever I've discussed, we're not able to see. Yeah. Okay.
We
I'll
can
just
just, only thing is the formula. You can start with the formula. Mean equal
Okay.
to
The
summation
rest of
of
the thing is fine.
Okay, I'll just do that. Yeah, so give me 2 minutes. So I'll just
Right.
make me so that I'll be able to share my screen again. Okay, till that time, you can, if you have any conceptual doubt, you can just ask me.
I worked on the practice assignment yesterday, and I was confident about the answer. But when you come for the thing, it's about one problem with the stem leaves, where they're asking about median, and the other problem is to do with the regular thing. In both the cases, I see when I tried with different things, I find that the number, that answer I'm coming out with the number is right, but it seems to be a different number altogether, which is not even there in the stem and leaf data itself.
Okay, which question number? Okay, so I'll just
It's a-
discuss this one and then I'll move to the practice assignment.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you explain the concept?
So I guess is this was has been given, the class has been given, and then the frequency has been given. So the next thing that you'll be doing is you'll calculate the midpoint of the class, okay, and then you calculated FIMI. So for you, for the normal cases, wherever there was a discrete cases, you were multiplying this FI, the frequency, to the number itself, okay, the exact number itself. So for the discrete case, as you were applying the exact number xi itself to the frequency, that's why you were getting the mean as the exact value. But here, as for any value between class 10 to 20, you are just taking that as a 15, correct? So that's why you are multiplying this frequency to the 15, because you are just assuming that 15 has occurred 20 times. But that is not the case, because 10 to 15, we have a 20 number. But we are assuming that for the calculation sake, we are just taking any number from 10 to 20 as 15, and then multiplying the frequency with 20. Okay, so we are getting so similar thing we are doing for all the cases and doing the summation. Okay, so this is the formula for mean summation of FIMI, basically the frequency times the number, frequency times the mean value of the class interval, and then we are just dividing with the total number of frequency that we are getting. Okay, that will be your mean. That will not be the exact mean, but it will be the mean if you are using this formula. Is it clear? Is it clear to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Next question. Next problem.
3.3, question number 5.
Okay, 3.3. So first we'll just finish the activity and then we will move to the practice. 3.3. Question number which question you said?
5.
Okay, fifth question. So you have been given the stem and leaf has been given to you, okay? And then what has been median, you have to calculate. So median, how do you calculate the median? For any number, how many numbers has been given to you?
Sir,
Yeah.
Here we calculate median at 71, but it shows that the median is 72, and there is no number like 72 there, as you can see.
Median. Okay, so you are saying that 72. Okay. So what is the value that you are getting?
I am getting 71, but it shows that
how many numbers are there? So 5 plus 4 plus 6 plus 5. So how many numbers are there? 9 plus 5. So 20 numbers are there, correct?
Yes.
If you have an even number, what do you do? For even number, what do you do?
N plus 1 by 2.
No, for even number, what do you do?
Oh, sorry, n by 2.
N by 2, and then n by 2 plus 1th term, correct? You take the average of those two. So for this case, 10th, and what is the 10th number? 10th number is
11.
71 plus 73 by 2. So you are getting 72. What's the issue in this?
Okay.
You can get any number that is not available. So, see, if I'm doing the mean of 1 plus 2, agar 1 plus 2 ka if I'm calculating the mean, I'm getting 1.5. Is 1.5 there in my number data set? If I have just have 1, 2 as a data set, if I have to calculate mean, is 1.25 is a mean available there? No, right? So you can get any mean median. So that is not available also. So the same case was happening for the percentile also. You can get any value. It's not compulsory that you should be getting a value that is available in the data set. You can get any value that is not available also. Is this clear?
Sir, how can we find mode in this question?
Mode is the most frequent data that is available here. So what is the most frequent data? I can see the data that is available as the most frequent, which data are there. So wherever there is a repetition in the leaf, we can put it directly. Can you see any data that is repeating in the leaf?
Sir, only leaf.
If that is repeating in the leaf corresponding to the same stem, then you can say that there is a repetition of that value, right?
Sir, question number 9.
Sir, yes.
Okay, so fifth is the fifth question done? Can we move to the next part? Question number 9 you're asking.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So for the question number 9, the stem and leaf, what's the mode? So you have to check what is the very frequent data. Which are the frequent data? For the corresponding to 5, I can't see anything. Corresponding to 6, I can see 4, 4. So 4, 4, okay, and then I can see 9, 9. Okay, so then 64 and 69. What's the other? 7 and then 1, 1. I can see 7, 1, 1. Anything else? No. So as you can see, the most frequent data, what 64, 69, and 71. Right? So you have this 3 as a data point. This 3 as a mode. If you would have got anything like that, then you would have said 64 is the mode. So this is the most frequent. But as you are getting 3 data that are occurring twice, so that's why mode can be 64, 69, and 71. Anything. Is this clear to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
Next question. Which one is the next one?
Sir,
3.3. Any
5 questions. Sir, 3.5 questions.
Okay.
3.5 question, sir.
3.3. Any doubt? 3.3. Any question?
3.5, sir.
I'll move to that. But first of all, 3.3. Any person has any doubt in this?
No, sir.
Okay. Let's move to 3.4 then. 3.4. Anybody has any doubt in this?
3.5, sir.
After this, we'll move to 3.5 only. Okay. 3.4. Anybody has any doubt in 3.4?
Can you work with the first question?
Okay, the first question is sample variance. So sample variance you can directly calculate, right? It's a discrete, like it's a data point that I guess there's only 10 data point has been given, 62 or 85 or some data point has been given. You just calculate the mean first, okay? And then from each data, you have to calculate variance. That means the deviation from the mean value. Okay, so calculate the mean and then subtract each value from the mean, and whatever you're getting, the square it and do the summation and divide it with n-1 if you have to calculate the sample variance. Okay, I'll reiterate it. So whenever you have been given some n number, so n is equals to 10 here, very less number. So if you have to calculate variance, variance is basically the deviation from the mean value or the central value that you call. Okay, so to calculate this, you have to first calculate the mean. What's the mean for this 10 value? And then you subtract each value from the mean, or you can subtract mean from each value because you are squaring, so that doesn't make any difference. And then you subtract each value from the mean, do the square and do summation for all the values, and then divide it with n-1 if you have to calculate for sample. If you have to calculate for the population, you just for the sample you just divide with n-1, and for the population you divide it with n. Okay, you'll get the answer. Is this clear?
Yeah. I think I got somewhere out of practice.
Okay, no problem. Anything else from 3.4?
Last question.
Okay, so the last question. Okay, so the last question in the 9th one. So is saying that which of the following is true? Standard deviation is affected by outlier. What do you think? So what do you think? Standard deviation will get affected or not?
So it is not affected by the constant, but I think it is affected by the
Yeah, it will
outlier.
get affected by the outlier. If the outlier itself is getting if you have a data point 1, 2, 3, this was the original data set, but by mistake this has been like this 1, 2, and 3,000. If the mean is getting affected, similarly, if you just calculate the mean for this case, it will be 1 plus 2 plus 3, 30k by 3. Correct? So earlier in our case, whenever 1, 2, 3 was there, so mean was 2. So you have to calculate the deviation, and deviation was very small, right? 2 minus, so whatever the value it is. So 1 plus by 3, that is 2. So yeah, if you have to calculate the deviation also, it was 2 minus 1 ka square plus 3 minus 2 ka square plus 2 minus 2 ka square upon n-1. This was the deviation earlier. Now your mean has become very big. Okay, now if you will calculate the standard deviation, and that will be under the square root. If you will calculate the standard deviation itself, 1 minus some big value ka square plus 2 minus a big value ka square, and then here it will be 0, like around 0, not even 0, like but you'll get a very big value, correct or not? So because of this outlier, now the standard deviation has got affected, correct or not?
Yeah.
Is it clear?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, the next problem is the variance is affected by the outlier, because as standard deviation is affected, variance will also get affected. The next part is standard deviation can be negative. It can't be, because standard deviation is some root, right? So it can't be the negative value. So that's why the third option is incorrect. And then standard deviation doesn't change when you multiply. That is not correct, right? It gets multiplied with C. Whatever the constant that
Yes,
you are
sir.
applying to each value, the
It
standard
changes.
deviation. Yeah. Is this
Sir,
clear
it
to
changes, sir.
3.4? Yeah, it changes. It changes. That's why this
Sir,
option is not correct.
Yeah.
Yes, I get it. Get it.
Okay. Let's
Thank
move
you,
to the 3.5. 3.5, if you have any doubt.
Question number 5, sir.
Okay, question number 5.
Question number 5,
five.
sir.
Okay, you have to calculate the 25th percentile.
Yes.
To calculate the 25th percentile, what do you do? So you have n equals to what? N equals to what? N is 10 or what?
9.
10 is 9.
9, sir.
Okay, n equals to 9. Okay,
Yes,
you
sir.
just put all the values in the ascending order. If you are putting it in the ascending order, you start with 15, then you have what's that? 23. Then you have
Yes, sir.
25. Then you have 31, 35. Okay, and then
You
37.
left 29. You left 29, I think.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
29. Okay, and then you have 42, and then you have 54. Correct?
Yes, sir.
This is the
Yes,
value.
sir.
3, and then you have 3, and then 3. 9. Okay, and then if you have to calculate the 25th percentile, what did I say? N is 20, N is 9, P is what? 0.25. Correct? NP is what? Can somebody calculate this? 9 into 0.25. What is the value you'll be getting? 2.25? Or what?
0.81,
Yes.
sir.
2.25, sir.
No,
Yes, sir.
2.25 we will get.
Yes, yes.
2.25.
2.25.
2.5.
Yeah, correct. You'll get 2.25. Correct? So if you get 2.25, what did I say? What should be the
25 is
next
the
value? Yeah, the third
Third
value, right?
position. Third position.
Correct? Yeah, so the third value, whatever is the third value, will be the 25th percentile. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. If you have to calculate the 9th percentile, 7th you have to calculate, right?
Okay,
IQR.
Vishal,
What do you mean by IQR?
Q3 minus Q1.
Q3 minus Q1. How will you calculate? This is 75th percentile. This we have already calculated, the third term. The third term, for the 75th percentile, you just multiply with 0.75 to the 9. Okay, whatever the values that you are getting, okay, you'll be, I guess you'll be getting some 6 point something you'll be getting. So 6.75.
Sir, can you
So the
explain
7th term.
percentile again, sir?
Okay, so percentile I explained in the starting itself. Okay, I'll just
Actually,
explain you how to calculate. So
I
basically,
come late, sir.
so you can okay, no problem. So percentile, you have, I'm just explaining it. So whenever you have to calculate something, like for example, you have to calculate 30th percentile. Okay, so the 30th percentile, so whatever the data set that you were having, so if this is your 30th percentile, this generally means that 30% of the data point is lying into the left if you are just arranging it in the ascending order. Okay, and then 70% of the data point is lying on the right side. Okay, so basically whenever somebody scores some 98 percentile, you call it as a 98% of the people has scored less than him and 2% has scored more than him. Okay, this is what the basic meaning of the percentile is. This is in layman term now. Okay, and then if you have to calculate percentile, okay, let's for example you have to calculate the percentile as for the 30%. 30 percentile you have to calculate, the 30 percentile data point you have to calculate. So for this case, basically you take n as your number of terms that is available and p you will take as 0.3. Okay, and if you have, for example, n equals to 10 for you np,
P, sir,
so you have
P
to calculate
0.3, sir.
basically what?
Sir, how, sir? P.
P is
Because this is
percentage.
30 percentile. This is 40 percentage. So percentage, if you will change it in the decimal, it will be 0.3. Correct or not?
Yeah. Yes.
Correct. So this is how
So,
you
sir,
take.
is
So whenever
30 percentile, sir, how can we change percentage, sir?
what? How come?
Sir, it's percentile, no, sir. Sir, it is percentile, sir. How can we take percentage?
Whenever you are whenever you are calculating, right? So see, if you'll just point it out now, it will be somewhat like 100p. Okay, so this is how you represent the percentile. So if you have to calculate the 30th percentile data points, you just take p as a 0.3. Are you getting me or not?
Actually, I'm little bit confused, sir.
Huh? There's no
I'm little
confusion.
bit confused, sir.
For what? Like if you are I just told you the same example I told you for the quartile also. If you have been given the data point, just have to divide. So the percentile is what? You just divide this whole into some 100 equal parts. If you just whatever the data point has been given to you, you just divide this into 100 different 100 equal parts. Okay, so you'll be taking some 99 different points from 1 to 99, then 100. Okay, so if you have to calculate in between, you'll be having some 50 also, 75, and then 25 also. So this is basically you just represent in the form of percentile, like 25th percentile data point. This basically means the 25% of the data points lying on the left side and then the remaining in the right side. And whenever you have to calculate the 25th percentile, you just take p as a 20.25. So what's the confusion in this? I'm not getting.
Oh,
So
sir,
see,
I got it, sir.
99th percentile basically tells you the 99% of the data point is lying on the left side or less than whatever the value that you have chosen. Okay, only 1% is greater than that. Okay, this is what the actual meaning of the percentile is. Okay, are you getting my point or not?
Sir, yes, got it.
So 25% means like
Yeah,
25
get it.
percentile means 25% of data point is lying on the left side or it's scoring less than you if you are standing here, and 75% more than you. So this is what the actual meaning is. And if you have to calculate the percentile, okay, the algorithm that we use is you just take p as a, so whatever the percentage you have to calculate, if you have to calculate 30, you just take p as a 0.3, and then whatever the number has been given to you, the number, actual number of the data set, you multiply both, and then you can get integer, or maybe you can get a number that is in the form of a decimal. If you're getting any number, like for example 4.5, you just take the next integer, that's the fifth term. Okay, and if you are getting some integer, then you will, if let's for example you are getting seventh, then you will just take seventh term plus one next term, so eighth term divided with 2. Okay, this is your percentile value. Okay, if you have to calculate if you are getting some integer, and for the decimal you just take the next integer itself.
Sir, it is for integer,
I'm not going to
we get
what?
Sir, it is for integer, so sir, we get 7th plus 8th value upon 2.
If you're getting 7 as an integer, you just do 7 plus 8th term by 2. And if you're getting some 4 point or maybe 4.01, then also you'll be taking 5th integer. And this is like repeating. I hope this I have repeated some 3-4 times. So I don't think so there is any confusion in this now.
Sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Let's move to the next question. If you have anything else from 3.5, just ask me. Do you have any question? What? Range?
Eighth question.
Okay, so 8th question also I've explained it in the starting, but I'll just tell you again. See, for this box plot, right? This starts with box plot is generally the representation of your 5-number summary. So whatever the 5-number summary was, this is like mean, this is maximum value, minimum, maximum, and then you have 25th percentile data point. This is 50th percentile, and this is 75th percentile data point. Okay, so now you have to calculate what is the approximate first quad. So this has been written here, approximate value. It's not asking the exact because the exact line has not been given here, right? So you can see that the first, so this is lying between what, 15 to 20. So you can see that only one value is there, that is between 15 to 20, right? So 25th percentile data point is between 15 to 20.
So it's 19.
19. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Is this clear to everyone? The box plot also.
Thank you.
Okay. Any other question from any of the activity question or any question that you have in your mind?
No, sir. Sir, all clear, sir.
Okay, let's move to the practice question then.
Yeah, I have a request in practice question. The practice question could be worked with each and every problem because it seems to be quite different from each and every.
Okay, practice. I'll just discuss each and every question then.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Practice each and every piece.
Okay.
Sir, I mentioned about the one question earlier, sir. I said that it is in grade. No, sir, it is in practice assignment, sir. 3.1, sir. Question number 3.
Okay, I'll just discuss that. Practice assignment, I'm just opening. I'll start from the starting, okay?
Sir, I have sent one question. Actually, that is from the graded assignment. But like, can you just explain the question?
Okay, I'll just go through the practice and then I'll take out if you have a doubt in the graded. Okay, it's not the question, but I'll
Okay.
just give you an idea about the question.
Yeah, just question. Thank you.
Okay, let's start the practice assignment. The first question itself. Okay. So the first question is, if the mean and the standard deviation of the observation is 20 and 5 respectively. Hey, can you please mute yourself? Everyone, please mute yourself. Please mute yourself for some 20 minutes.
Muthu, could you please mute? Muthu, can you please? Muthu, can you please mute? Please.
Okay. So I'll just go through each and every question of the practice assignment. Okay, the first problem is you have been given the mean has been given to you. So mean is 20. And then you have been given the standard deviation also. The standard deviation given is 5. Okay, and then it has been given that the mean and the standard deviation of the, so you have to calculate what, so you have to calculate the standard deviation and the mean for this case. I guess this a times 3 x1 plus b, and then what is this, a times 3 x2 plus b. Okay, no, this is 94.5 and this is 22.5. What is the value of, okay, no, I guess I did something else. So it has been given if the mean and the standard deviation of the observation is 20 and 5 respectively. Okay, so this was the earlier, and the mean and the standard deviation of the object. Okay, got it. So for this case, it is 94.5. Okay, and the mean and the standard deviation of the observation. This.
Sir, in my practice assignment, the questions are different.
Sorry to bother you. Yeah, that's what I want to bring. Could you please share the question also, because we don't know which question actually. It's quite shuffled with.
Okay. So everyone is having a different question.
Different questions.
No, sir. You got different practice assignment question.
So the
Some
questions are
questions are
different.
different.
Is this not available in your set? This question.
It
No,
get
sir.
refreshed every time. It get refreshed. New questions come up.
Every time we are refresh,
Yes.
another question is coming.
Okay, so whatever I have, I'll
Sir, it
just
is
discuss
actually
all those questions.
So this
What?
question is in. This question was in the
For a
practice
particular
assignment.
data, the value of 10th percentile is 33.5. This one.
I'll discuss. Should I discuss this or not?
Yes, sir. Please
Yes, sir,
discuss.
discuss it. Discuss it. It's
Sir,
okay.
please share the question first, sir.
First share the question and then you can explain.
Display the question.
Share the question in the chat because.
Okay, I'll have to take the screenshot. Give me 2 minutes. I'll just.
Sorry,
Sir, we will get the recording of this session.
Yes, Baba, you are getting it.
Yeah.
You get it on the
Sir,
YouTube.
where can we
Yes,
access that Excel sheet?
YouTube.
It's there in the YouTube. I mean, we are in the third week. Still, you are asking this.
No, sir. In maths, we have been provided an Excel sheet where question and everything recording is given.
Kindly, Suraj, you are there
Yes,
in
sir.
most of the sessions. You are asking the same question every time.
Okay, no
And
problem.
you
No
are
problem. That's fine. Okay, so I'll just take out the screen.
Sir, you can basically narrate the question. We will write it down, sir.
Sir, do you want me to
Just
send a screenshot? I have the same question as yours.
okay. Then I'll take it from there. Otherwise, I don't know why I'm not able to.
Same question, but after some time, question got changed.
It's not working, I guess. Okay, so somebody has kept it in the chat box, right? I'll just take it from there. Where is that? I can't see. Okay, I'll just write it if you have.
Vishal, maybe you can share your screen directly. You don't have to even screenshot it. Just you can share the screen. We can see the question directly. Anyhow, we will have the recording, am I right?
Yeah, but no, I don't have it in my tab. Like.
Oh, so okay.
Yeah, I'm transferring from my. Okay, I'll
I'm
just write
sending you the
the question
screenshot.
itself.
The similar question is there in the chat. If you can take it, that one. Because a sample deviation is sample variance. It doesn't matter more than square root.
Okay, I'm not able to. Okay, no problem. Okay, I'll just write it. That won't take much time. So the first question is, so the question that has been given here is basically, so I'll not write the whole question, but here I'll just give you an idea that for any data set x1, x2 till xn, for this data set, the mean has been given as something like 20 has been given, and the standard deviation is also been given as 5. Okay, and the mean and standard deviation for this case. So here it was given that xi. So all these xi are the data set, our data set, original data set, and for the data set like a times 3xi plus b, comma. So we are just doing what we are doing is we are adding constant. We are just multiplying each data set thrice, and then adding a constant b, and then again we are multiplying b. Sorry, a. We are multiplying to each of the data set. Okay. So we were having this data set, and now we have modified our data set. Okay. And then for this case, we have mean. For this case also, we have mean has been given as 94.5, and the standard deviation that has been given as 22.5. And now you have been asked to calculate the value. Calculate the value of A and B. Correct?
Yes, the sum of A and B.
Yes, you're right.
Okay. Now let's start this. So the first thing is you're already aware of that standard deviation. Does the standard deviation any impact if you are just shifting the value? I mean, you're just adding some constant. If you are adding some constant, there's no impact on the standard deviation, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Is this clear to everyone? Yeah. So if let's for example you just open this, so this will be 3 times a x y x1 plus ab, something like that. So this ab doesn't make any impact on the standard deviation. So the second standard, so the new standard deviation, or you can say the mu2, this is the first case, this is the second case, right? This is the case 1 and this is the case 2. For the second case, our sigma 2, or you can say the standard deviation will be what? Will be multiplied with how many times? Because there is no impact of this, right? There is no impact of the constant that we are adding to each term. There will be only the impact of what? There will be only impact of the scalar. Yeah, correct. So this will be 3a. The value that we are multiplying. Okay, so the mu2, the sigma 2 is what? Sigma 2 is 22.5. That will be equals to 3 times a times sigma 1. Sigma 1 is, or the standard deviation is 5. Correct? So the a will be what? 22.5 by 15. Is this clear to everyone? The a, how do we calculate the a? Okay, so this will be, I guess, 1.5.
Yes.
1.5.
Correct? Now the next question is, now what should be the next next thing? So for this case, if we are adding 3a x1 plus ab, okay. So for this case, our mu2 will be what? Will be first of all, the mu2, the new mean will get shifted by AB, correct or not? Because if you are adding some constant AB, it will get shifted, right? So the mu1 plus AB, correct? And
Yes,
what should be the scalar?
Yes, sir.
What will be the scalar that I will
3A.
multiply? 3A, correct?
3A.
Yes, sir.
3A.
Correct. So what was the value of mu2?
Yes, sir.
So mu2 was what? The updated mu2 was 94.5 equals to 3 times 3A. 3A is basically what? 3A is basically
1.5.
1.5.
4.5.
Correct. And mu1 is what? Mu1, the original mu was, or you can say the mean was 20 plus B times 1.5. So you can calculate the B from here, right?
Yes, sir.
So 94.5, yeah, into 20 and then divide by 1.5 will be your B. Is this question clear to you? So whenever you can get similar type of problem in the
B is
exam also,
3.
you can be given. Yeah, go ahead.
Sir, you shifted the mean by AB and then you multiplied by 3A. It should get multiplied by whole, sir, in the bracket.
No,
plus
see,
AB.
if you have a data, no, let me complete first. If you have a data point xi, and now what you are doing is you are multiplying 3xi plus AB. You have to calculate the mean for this case, right? And this is the original case. So what are the new things we have done it here? We have, first of all, we have shifted AB, right? Correct?
Yes, sir.
So what are the impact that we have made to the data set? We have shifted AB and we have multiplied also 3A. So you can say that, you can say in this way also. You have just multiplied with, okay, I got your point. So you were asking that, you said that first we have multiplied and then we have shifted. This is what you have said?
No, sir, I said that we shifted AB. So new mean will be xi plus AB. And that whole thing will get multiplied by 3A, sir.
No, that don't happen, because see, so whatever the changes that you are making to the data set, right? You are making changes, you are shifting by AB and then multiplying 3A to the data set only, and then shifting AB. So whatever you are saying, I guess that will take two things, like I guess you are saying something like that. So you are shifting, so basically you are shifting mu1 plus AB and then multiply with 3. This is what you are saying.
Yes, sir, this is what I'm saying.
It's only
No,
valid, no?
this is not valid, right? Because this is basically 3A, you are scaling by 3A, but you are shifting by A square B times 3. This is what with you are shifting.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, sir, I got it.
Yeah. Let's move to the next question now. So the next question is, and this type of problem will be asked for sure in the exam. So if you are not aware, so all the properties you should be having, like you should be knowing what is the change in the mean, median, mode, and then standard deviation or the variance. Okay, with the, if I'm just upscaling or downscaling the value, or if I'm adding some constant or subtracting some constant. So those things should be there in your mind, okay? Because every time, I guess, if you have seen the previous term paper, every time there will be some 1-2 questions like this. Maybe in the form of options, MSQ, or maybe in the form of NAT, you'll be given for the given data set, you'll be given the mean, and then they'll just do some operation on the data set, like they'll multiply some constant, they'll downscale, and then they'll do some addition, subtraction, and then at the end they'll have to give the mean value for the updated data set. Okay, so just
So
like
I have a
similar.
question, sir.
Yeah,
sir,
go ahead.
Sir,
Downscale means you are multiplying something with less than 1. Let's, for example, everyone scored, so I just gave a marks to everyone in the form, like maybe the question paper was of 50 marks. Okay, and then I have to upscale to the 100 marks. So I'll just multiply, right, something with the value greater than 1. If I have to downscale from 50 marks to 25 marks, I'll just multiply each student's marks with 0.5. So the marks will get downscaled. Okay.
Okay.
Sir, my question is, in variation and deviation, if we subtract something, then subtract a constant from it, then it does not impact the value now.
There won't be any change, because you are just subtracting the values, and then in the end, whenever you are calculating the deviation,
it get
so the
cancelled.
mean is also been downscaled, or maybe you are subtracting something from the mean also, right? Because you are adding or subtracting something, the mean is also getting impacted. So in the end, whenever you will do the subtraction, like the data set, each data, like you are doing xi minus x bar, right? So this is also getting impacted, right? So if this is getting impacted, so this has plus c already. This data set has plus c, so this will get minus, like the c and c will get cancelled. So in the end, the standard deviation will not get impacted. Even the variance also will not get impacted by adding
Only
or
mean
subtracting.
get impacted. Only mean get impacted.
Mean, median, mode, everything will get impacted.
Okay. Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, so the second question is also same. You can see that for a data set xi to xn, the median has been given is 12. So let me know. So 3xi plus 4. So what should be the median for this case?
40.
40.
Correct. So 20
40,
into 3 plus 4. Yeah, so 40 is correct answer. Let's move to the third question. I guess this is clear. Correct? Yeah. So now it has been given that the sample mean of 20 data set has been given. So sample, if it has been given, so I'm just writing it. If the sample mean of some data set has been given as 20, that means what? The summation like xi plus something like x20, correct? If it has been given, if let the sample mean of a set of 20 data set be 30. Okay. This something has been given. The sample mean of 20 data set is given. If it is discovered that the data point having value 25 was incorrectly entered as 15. Okay, so there was a value that was incorrectly mentioned, or if it is discovered that the data point having value 25. So in this, there was one value that was 25, but that was mistakenly written as entered as 15. Okay. What should be the revised value of the sample mean? What do you think so? How will you calculate that?
So we will calculate the total and then we will do the addition and subtraction on following.
X1 to X20 would be 600. So we'll subtract 25 from it. 575 divided by 20.
No, you'll add 15, right?
Yes.
Because summation of xi is 600. Correct. You have taken 15 mistakenly, right? This is what you have taken, correct? Or no, sorry. What was the question? I guess in spite of 15 you have written
25.
What?
25
Yeah.
is mistake, sir.
That means you've added 10, right?
Yeah, adding
We
10
subtract
only.
10.
So we need to subtract 10 then, right?
So basically, so see, in spite of 20, no,
Add 50.
no, there was a number 25, but we have written is 15. Okay.
It's basically, yeah, we
We'll add 10.
Just subtract it.
10 point minus 10 it was.
Correct. So this is what it should be. Minus 15 plus 25. Correct? Because 15 was mistakenly written in spite of 25. So this is what the value should be. And then whatever the value you will be getting, I guess you'll be getting 16 upon 20. So
Mean will be 31.
30.5.
30.5.
Yeah, 30.5 will be the original mean. Is this clear to everyone?
Yes.
You would have thought
Yes, sir.
like that also. If it was mistakenly written as 15 in spite of 25, that means 10 values should be included, and 10 values should be included for 20 values, right? So 0.5 should have increased. So 30 plus 0.5 is 30.5. Okay.
Sir, this sir, in the same question, sir. Suppose instead of mean, a standard deviation was given, sir. So then how are we going to say?
How will you calculate then? You will not
Yes,
calculate.
sir.
Like it will be difficult.
Sir, it is, sir. This is a question in graded assignment, sir. Question number 2, sir.
Okay, let me see that. There must be some more information.
For me, it is given in practice.
For sure, there will be more information given. You can't be given directly, like, because here, without some more information, you'll not be able to calculate.
Sir, mean is given and a standard deviation is given, and one observation is replaced by another.
So mean is given, right? So some information. See, in the standard deviation, what's the formula? So you have x minus x mean, right? Square that you do, correct? So if this is given, then you will be able to calculate it, right?
Yes.
So standard deviation and mean both are given there, I guess. Then you'll be able to calculate.
Both are given in that question.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir. Both
correct.
are present over there, sir. Then how we will calculate?
So graded we can't discuss, right?
Yes, sir. Take any random example, sir.
Okay, so let's discuss the okay, after practice we'll go there. Okay, after we'll finish
Okay,
all
sir.
this.
Okay.
Sir,
Yeah. So
the
next
third
question.
question that we have discussed right now, the practice question one.
Yeah.
Can you please scroll upwards?
This question you're talking about?
Yes, yes. Sir, and there's a difference was 10 and when we divide by 20, it comes out to be 0.5. So we could have directly added that, right?
Yeah, that is what I'm saying. So 10 was increased. So if you just divide 10 upon 20, that will be 0.5 you have to add in each values.
All right, okay. Thank you.
Okay, so similarly one
question in the chat box. Can you take it, please?
Yeah. So
I
should
have shared
practice
some of my I have shared some of my PA questions with you directly.
Practice one.
Okay. Practice assignment. So whatever we are discussing, can you stop this and
I mean, it's up to you. I mean, you can do it because even
You
when
can continue
after sending
yours,
it,
whatever questions you have.
Okay, I'll just take some 2, 3, and then I'll take the doubts from the screen, like whatever the screenshot that you have shared. So here also this like all question are pretty simple, I guess. Now the question has been given like the mean of the 7 number has been given, the summation of xi, that is from 1 to 7, is given as what? The mean of set of 7 number is 36. So the summation xi to x7 has been given as 36, 7 into 36. And then what has been asked to calculate? No, let the mean of the set of 7 numbers be 36. Okay. And if the mean of the first 6 number is 30. Okay. So now you have been given for the summation of xi till x6 also. So that is basically 30 into 6. Correct. So this is also simple, right? 180 you have been given plus x7. You can just let it as x7 upon 7 equals to 36. So you can calculate it, right? Simple, right? So summation, all the 7 summation is given, 6 summation. So from here, if you'll just think of from xi to x6, the information isn't given to you 180. You can just put it here, and then x7 you can calculate.
Yes, sir, exactly. Yes.
Correct. So this is simple. And now it has been given that from the options, there is an option choose the outlier. Okay, so for the I guess the outlier has been given here. So I told you, right? So for any outlier, so Q1 minus 1.5 times IQR. This you can think of as outlier, and then similarly Q3 plus 1.5 IQR. This you can think of as outlier. So basically this like the box plot that we have made, minimum and one is maximum. Apart from here, whatever the values that you are getting, so Q3 plus 1.5 IQR, you can think of as outlier, and similarly Q1 minus 1.5 IQR, you can think of as outlier. Okay. So first of all, you have to calculate the IQR here. So for calculating the IQR, you just arrange the whole number and then calculate the 25th and the 75th unit, right? Percentile. I guess here you just have to choose the outlier. So any values that is lower than this and any value that is upper than this, you can just think of as outlier. Okay. For that, you have to calculate at least Q3 and Q1. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then similarly, you have been given some data set in the group form, and then you have to calculate the average height. So this is also simple. You have been given some class. I told you that if you have been given any data in the form of a class, and then frequency has been given, calculate the median, like not the median. You calculate the midpoint of the class interval, and then fi, mi. Okay, do the
Yes, I will
summation
be
of
able
all.
to do this. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, correct. So this is also simple, I guess. There's no issue in this. Okay. Okay, I'll just go through the screenshots now. But I don't think so there's any difficulty that you would have faced in solving this type of problem.
Sir, I was asking the graded question.
Sir, the
graded
practice
No,
practice
can you
assignment.
just explain the question? Like, what is it asking?
Okay. So when people ask me which graded assignment question, I'll just give you an idea about whichever the question that you're asking.
Yeah.
Not so. Which question you're asking? One people ask question number 2 or which 3 or which question I don't remember.
Question number 2. Question number 2.
So the problem is whatever the question I have, that I guess will not be having that question.
So for graded, we have the same question, I think.
Oh, graded has, okay, everyone has the same.
It is also
okay.
shuffled. Sometimes it's shuffled.
Okay, so graded everybody has same question. Also, can you discuss? Like, I'll just give you an idea about that. The second question is being said that the mean and the standard deviation and the mean of the given data has been given to you 9 and 16. Later on, it is noted that one observation 11 is wrongly noted as 7. What is the mean of the? So the mean you can calculate, right? So mean, there should not be any like problem in calculating mean. We have calculated right now. How will you calculate the mean? So you just subtracted the number that has been wrongly written, and then you added the number that should be there, and then you check it what's the whole number, and then divide it with the number of data point that is available. So here it is 6 observation, so you just divide it with 6. Is it clear? Like whoever was asking. So this is simple. Second question. Anything else? Any problem that you are facing?
It shows that, sir.
Yeah.
The answer of this question is cannot be.
So this question I've discussed, right? So whatever you can see on the screen, I guess this question has been discussed already. So if the mean and the standard deviation has been given, then what's the mean?
Yes,
so,
sir, it is discussed.
Yeah, this is discussed already, right?
No, sir, this question, if each value of numerical is discrete, this question. Not this, I have not posted that question. My question is I can post it again. I will post it again. This is the question, sir. This.
Just send the question like the deck of cards one.
I am the one, Santosh Mishra, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, this one, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
So what is this? If you have been given something like that. Okay. So if the numerical discrete value is squared, then the mean of the new data set is what? So this is the separate question, or this is the question of some data set has been given to you?
No, it's from separate questions. It's from practice assignment.
Okay.
Because it gets shuffled again and again when we open it. Practice assignment.
Okay, so I'll just discuss it. I'll just write it down. Yeah, just tell. So the question was what? If each value, can you tell me? The options
If
were
each
something
value
like,
of a numerical discrete variable is squared, then the mean of the new data is
squared. Then the mean of the new data. Okay, correct.
Yes.
Then okay. The option was equal to the square of the old.
Or less than the square of the old mean.
Okay, so the new is equal to the square of the old. Then this is less than the square.
The square of the old mean.
Okay.
Then twice the old mean. Then the mean does not change.
Okay.
And last is cannot determine.
Okay, so if let's for example, if you have been given the data set, something like, okay, so how do you calculate the mean? This is the summation of xi upon n, correct? And now you are saying that if each of the data point has been squared out. If each of the data point has been squared, now the mean would be what? Xi square upon n. This should be the new mean.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now, is there any relation that you find? This is the old one. This is the new one. So here it is something like summation of x1, x2, xn by n. Here it is summation of x1 gas square plus x2 gas square. I don't think so there is any relation in these two equations. Are you able to find any?
No, so the answer is cannot be determined.
Yeah, that's correct, right? Can you determine? You can't, right? Even
No,
though,
sir.
and you have not read also, right? Like, even though there is no relation, if so, just take it 1, 2, 3. Is there any relation? Like, you're just taking the mean of this 3 number, and then you're squaring it now. 1 square plus 2 square plus 3 square, and then dividing with 3. So I don't think so. There is any relation that will be able to find it. Here you are getting 2, and then here you'll get 4 plus 9 by 3. This is 14 by 3, right? So there's totally different.
4.67.
Okay?
4.67.
So there's no relation between these two. Okay.
Okay, sir.
And any
Vishal,
other question that you have?
Vishal,
Yeah.
I have shared a statement with you. This is actually from the thing. I just want a clarification about this statement.
Okay. I'll just.
This is from GA. Maybe I can send to everyone else.
But now it's time to attend math class.
Okay.
What is the meaning of this thing?
Is this said to me or
directly?
Okay,
even
this
now
is
I
a
have put
statement.
Yeah. What is the? I didn't get the clarity about this.
Okay. I have a doubt in the. Okay, so this is the question number 10. This is the standard.
Newton for me. For me, I don't know for others what is the case.
Okay, what is the median rating?
It is a stem and leaf problem.
A stem and leaf. Okay.
An actor performance in different.
Is it from graded assignment written?
Yeah, that's what I have put it also.
Yeah,
there.
it's from graded assignment.
I have clearly said that it's a GA thing.
Okay, this is a graded assignment question, and then you have been asked to calculate what. So this is a stem and leaf problem. I guess the stem and leaf shows the stem and leaf plot of a rating. Okay, rating of the actor's performance. This is what the question is, right?
Yeah, that's the same thing. Yeah.
Okay. Then you have to calculate. Okay, so this is you have to calculate the IQR, right? Or median. So anything, whatever it is, you can calculate, right? You have been given the stem, and then you have given the leaf. So this is 4, 6, and then you have 5, 0, 1, 2, 3. 6, 0, 2, 3, 7, 8, 7, 6, and then you have something 8, 3, 3. So now you have, what is the number of rating that you have got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So 13 is there. If you have to calculate the median, you already know that, right? If you have an odd number, the middle number should be the median. If you have to calculate the IQR, if you have to calculate, the number has already been arranged, okay, in the ascending order, correct? If you have to calculate just the IQR, you calculate Q1 and Q3. Q1 is what? Q1 is 25th percentile. So P equals to 0.25. And you already know n is the number that is present. I guess this is 13 or 15, whatever the number it is. I guess 1, 2, 5, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 goes number is there. Then calculate NP. And if you are getting an NP as in the decimal form, take the next digit, take the next number as a 25th percentile. And if you are getting the integer, you just do the average of the next two. Okay. Similarly for Q3 also you do, and then Q3 minus Q1 should be the IQR. And this IQ, this Q1 and Q3 can be a number that is not available in your data set also. So that is totally fine. Is it clear to everyone now?
But what do they mean if 2 points are added to all these rating and then converted to 10 points? In bracket, they say correct up to two decimal point accuracy. What is it?
Okay, how to add like 2?
Yes, sir. This wording is not. I'm not able to understand this wording.
If 2 points are added to all his rating, okay, so there is some constant that has been added. 2 as a constant has been added, and then you have been asked to calculate the median. So whatever the median that you have got earlier, just add 2, right? So this is what the effect, like, you already know that, right? If you are adding some constant, the median will also get updated. So this is what has been given. So 2 rating means 2 constant value has been added to each of the term. Okay.
But then it is converted 10 points. What then they say it's converted 10 points.
What is converted into 10 points?
Yeah. If
okay,
2
then
points
that
are
has
added,
been downscaled. okay, that had been downscaled to 10. So earlier the marks was out of 100. Now the marks is out of 10. So that has been downscaled. That means you just multiply the C now for you is 0.1. So you just multiply everything with 0.1.
Okay, and the answer should be the 2 decimal point accuracy.
That so you know what's the answer if you are getting yeah. So
no,
that
they say
should be
correct. They say correct up to two decimal point
correct.
accuracy.
Then if you're getting 8.12, then you can just mark it as 8.12. If you're getting something like 8.12, you can just mark it as 8.1. So that's correct up to 2. If you're getting 8.124, you just mark it as 8.12.
Yeah, okay. Now that I thank you. Thanks for that.
Okay.
Sir, can you repeat once again what happened, sir? 2 point was added, and then what happened with this converted to 10 points?
Give me just 1 minute. Give me 1 minute.
Okay. Sir.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah. 1 second. Just give me 1 second. I'm having.
So has the max class started, sir?
Yeah, it should have started. I'm just checking that itself.
Yeah, sure. Sir.
The timing is from 8, I guess. Yeah.
From 8 to 10. Yeah. It's not started yet. So it's still waiting.
Okay. Yeah, it should have been started. So it will start in a minute. Like I already started that. Okay. So this is done. Next question. If you have anything, you can just ask me.
Sir,
Yeah.
I sent in the chat like the deck of cards that can you see?
I didn't get. No, I haven't got anything. You can just send me again.
Screenshots में पहले भेजा हुआ था थोड़ा ऊपर होगा can you see that? Can you scroll up?
Scroll up. Which question? What's your
Max
name?
class started, sir.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's from S. Yeah, orange.
Yeah, can you please like send it again? I'll just check it. Otherwise, any other activity practice, anything, anyone is facing any issue in that?
Sir, in my question, it was like converted to 30 points. So, sir, I will have to multiply it by 0.3.
So whatever downscaling that has been given to you, you just multiply with that value, right? So you already already studied, right? If you have 100 marks and then if you're downscaling to 50, you just multiply with 0.5. Okay?
Okay.
No problem.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Yeah.
Sir, I have doubt in practice assignment 3.1 question number 2, sir.
Okay, I'll just discuss that. But this screenshot, whatever it's shared, I am not able to open it. Like it's just coming blank. So what should I do? I'm not able to open. It's coming blank. Like I'm not able to open that.
The screenshot is not uploaded properly.
Okay. No. Okay. So then you can try it out again. Till that time, I'll just check the practice assignment. Somebody was asking practice assignment, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Practice assignment question number?
Two, sir.
Question number 2. What is that question? Can you start like, because I have a different set of question.
Yes, sir. Sir, the sample mean is given 13.6. Sir, can you write it down, sir?
I'll just write it up. So sample mean has been given. What is the mean has been given?
13.6.
13.6.
Sample variance is given 25.8.
Sample variance or standard deviation? What was that?
No, sir, sample variance, sir.
Okay. Sample variance is what?
25.8.
25.8.
Answer, three values are given, 7, 13, and 20. And we are asked
What
to
is that?
find two. The data set of 5, sir, three values are given, sir, 7, 13, and 20.
7, 13, and 20.
Yes, sir.
This is the
We have
data
to
set.
find. Yes, sir. We have to find other two values, sir, of the data set, sir. Total 5 are there.
Okay, so one, so you can okay, so this is a tedious work, so you have to use some calculator, no, not calculator, but you have to do some calculation part, because here we'll be having some 20 plus 20, 40 plus x plus y equals to 13.6 into 5. So you'll be left with x plus y equals to, what is that value? 13.6 into 5, I guess it should be 0.68.
68.
Okay, now minus 40. So x plus 5, the summation should be 28. Now come to here. So we'll be left with what? 7 minus, what is the mean given? 13.6 ka whole square plus 13 minus 13.6 ka whole square plus 20 minus 13.6 ka whole square plus x minus whatever it is, 13.6 ka whole square. Similarly, you can write y directly here, like in the form of x, okay? And then y you can directly write it as 28 minus x minus 13.6 ka whole square. A sample mean has, this is sample
Yes,
mean,
four.
right? So
4 will
4
come, sir.
equals to 25.
I got it,
So
sir.
you
I'll
have,
solve it from here.
you can solve it, right? Okay. Any other problem? Anyone is having any question?
Can you see that?
Sir, please repeat
That photo is resended.
Okay, I'll just repeat this question again. The question was, you were given a data set that is consist of only 5 numbers, 7, 13, 20, x and y. So the mean was given as 13.6 and the sample variance was given at 25.8. So now if you have to calculate the value of x and y. So mean we have been given. So basically this is summation of all upon 5. So 7 plus 13 plus 20, right? Plus x plus y upon 5 equals to 13.6. So we have just done, this is 40. So x plus y equals to 5 times 13.6, that is 68 minus 40, right? So you are left with x plus y equals to 28. One equation has been given to you. Now the second equation. So now how do you calculate the sample variance? Summation of xi minus x bar whole square upon whatever the number n minus 1 for the sample variance. Correct? So you do it like that. So the number what has been given, 7 minus mean ka whole square plus number minus mean ka whole square. Similarly, 20 minus mean ka whole square. So here it was x, so x minus mean ka whole square. For y, we have just changed it from here. So we were having equation x plus y equals 28. So I just took it y as 28 minus x. 28 minus x minus 13.6 whole square. So this equation you have to solve it. Upon 4 equals to 28.5. If you solve it, you'll get the value of x. Similarly, if you just put it here, you'll get the value of y. Clear?
Thank you.
That Heriton
Yes, sir.
has sent the photo. The question which I was asking to you.
Yes,
What
Michelle,
Graded
I have sent the question to you directly also.
Okay, which question?
The deck.
The one which I was asking.
Okay.
From the graded assignment.
Even Sarah, everyone unmute everyone.
Okay.
Yeah, I have sent a direct message.
Yeah.
Okay, so this question is what from graded? It's not from graded, right?
It's from graded actually. It's MCQ. So here we do not have any data. So how can we find like the mean and the mode, all that?
So this is from okay. So what has been given in a deck? There are some numbers from 1 to 44, such that so the card has some number 1 to 48, 44, such that the number of the card of a particular what is this? In a deck there are card numbers from 1 to 44, such that the number of cards of a particular number, okay, in the deck is same as the number of the card. So the following statements are true about mean and mode of the number of this deck of the card. Okay, so
Sarah, if you check the options, then you will get to know that it's a direct question actually.
Okay, so the option I don't have.
But I just cannot
What's the
understand the question.
I have the question, but it's a different number altogether.
Basically, the question means that the number, the frequency of the card is same as the number of card. The card number is same as the frequency of that card.
Okay, but like there are 44 cards, so
Could you share the options? I think.
So
that will
like the
help.
card number
yeah,
2 would be 2 times, card number 3
yeah.
would be 3 times, like that.
I can share the options. Like mean is 22.5.
Okay, so okay, leave that. Okay, I got it. So the mean, you basically have to calculate the mean and mode, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, mean
So
mode.
there's no
Actually, there are
problem,
different.
right? See, it has been given. There are numbers. The cards are there from 1 to 44, such that the number of cards of a particular number. Let's, for example, a card number with 1 number of cards. Okay, the number of cards and the number that it has already. Let's, for example, a card is there that has a number 1. So basically, the number 3 and 4 similarly. So and the frequency has been given. So frequency is same as the number of card that has been mentioned. So mode, so you can directly calculate, and mean also you can, like mean for mean you have to calculate something, but mode
Yeah.
so you can
Actually,
directly.
the number of cards is equal to the frequency, like that. Like one first card has one. Aisa.
Correct.
Okay. So thank you.
Okay. Anything else that you have?
Sir, in my practice assignment 3.1, sir, question number 3 is there, sir. Sir, this is the question, sir, I asked initially, starting lecture, sir. The score is given and the frequency is given, and we are asked to find the sample standard deviation of the data set, sir.
Okay,
you can just tell the sir how to solve this. I will solve it, sir.
Okay, so what has been given there?
Sir, score data set is given, sir. The 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and frequency is given.
Frequency is given. Okay.
7, 8, 6, 4, 7, 8, and we are asked to find standard deviation.
Then what's the issue in this?
Just multiply it to get the mean.
Yes, sir. What he said, sir, right now, sir, in the tutorial also, sir, used the same formula. So he multiplied this frequency with the deviation, but the formula that we are taught in the class there, sir, frequency is not used in this.
No. One second. Just let me ask you some basic question. So
okay,
you have to calculate FI. So you have to calculate the variance. So the base. One more thing for everyone. The variance, standard deviation, and all you'll be able to solve because you have a formula. But sometimes you'll have to stick to the basic. I mean, here it has been asked to calculate the standard deviation. Standard deviation is what? The deviation from the mean. Okay. So the deviation. So the first thing is fi xi. You are able to calculate the mean. So mean you can calculate it, right? Summation of fi xi upon f, number of the total frequency. Okay. You'll be able to calculate the mean. Now the next part is what? You have to calculate the deviation from the mean. You have to calculate the deviation from the mean. So the xi is what? This is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, this is 5, this is 6. So whatever the mean that you have got, let's for example, you've got mu as a mean. Okay. So you have to calculate the deviation, right? So and this is occurring 7 times. So every time whenever you'll do this xi minus mu, for this case we'll multiply 7 times. Similarly, for this case we'll multiply 8 times. Right? And similarly, you'll do for this case 6 times, 4 times, 7 times, 8 times. This is how you'll calculate it, right?
Okay, sir.
What did you think? Yeah. So basically, you have to calculate the deviation from the mean. So if this frequency was 1111, what you would have done? You would have just multiplied x minus mu ka whole square plus x minus like x2 minus mu ka whole square plus x3 minus mu ka whole square. This is what you would have done. Now the number of frequency is 7. So this is occurring 7 times. So you will do this x1 minus mu ka whole square 7 times, right? So basically you're just multiplying 7 with this value. Similarly, you'll multiply the frequency 8 times this value. Because you have to write 8 times. So basically, not like you'll just skip it writing, you'll just multiply 8 times directly. Correct or not?
Okay, sir, I got it. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes. In the
So
lecture, sir, sir did not explain this part, so he directly used this formula. So I was confused.
Okay, no problem, no problem. So this
Thank you, sir.
basically you have to calculate the deviation from the mean, and to calculate the deviation, you have to consider each and every frequency. Like for one, it is occurring 7 times, so you have to write 7 times, or you multiply with 7. That's it. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Anything else? You have any doubt?
Sir, I think
Okay. So if
we need to work
if you
on the
don't have,
math.
so we'll just you can just join the maths or a session. If you don't have any doubts, I'll just close this. We'll meet again, I guess, in the next session. So I guess tomorrow is the Hindi session. So, okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
One question, sir. Suppose if the median of 21 data set is 15, and one of the data set instead of 11, it is instead of 13, it is written as 11. So then, can we predict that what is the position of that 13 misread data set?
No. So for median, median is basically the center data point, right? The center data point, if it's not changed, like center, I mean, if you have 13 data points, so the 7th would be the median, correct? And if
Yes,
there
sir.
is any other data point that is getting exchanged or changed, okay, that is not going to make any difference. One thing is that if you're just like, for example, I'll just write it here, maybe that will clarify. So you have been given median. Median, you're just putting in the some ascending order. And for n equals to 10, 13, this is what you have said. For n equals to 13, if this is the original median. And now you are saying that some number has got exchanged. But now you have to check that number that has got exchanged. Like it was 12 and then you have written 22. But you have to check whether that value that was that you have mistakenly written is greater than this median or not. Like there can be impact. So after seeing the question only, I'll be in the best position to tell you.
Sir, actually, that question was in practice assignment 3.1 question number 5, sir. But I just submitted that assignment and now that question is gone, so I'm not able to take the screenshot of that question. It's fine, sir.
Okay. No, but there will be an impact that depends on the because median is basically the center value, and if the center value, like for example, if that was 13 only, and the number has got interchanged in such a way that the median, like the center value, doesn't get impacted, then there won't be any changes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. So let's, for example, it was 100, and then in spite of 100, it was the last value. And in spite of 100, even though you will write it at 1 lakh, that is not going to change the median.
Yes. Sir, is there any zero, sir, like we have 100 percentile in this statistic, is there 0 percentile also?
0 percentile, like what is 0? Like 0 is nothing, right? For this, I don't know how will you calculate. For 0, what will you get? Nothing will get, I guess. Like I need to check that. Like so seriously, I am not aware of that. I'll check and then only I'll be in the better position to tell you about that. Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
So I'll just stop. Yeah. Thanks everyone. Yeah.
सर हिंदी में क्लास कब है सर स्टैटिक्स की?
हाँ, कल होगा हिंदी में।
सर आप ही लोगे ना? सर आप ही लोगे क्लास?
ये तो नहीं पता मुझे, टुमारो कल ही पता चलेगा मुझे भी।
अच्छा सर, हमारे ना बेसिक कॉन्सेप्ट ही क्लियर नहीं है स्टैटिक्स के। सर हम क्या करें सर, हमसे ना क्वेश्चन भी नहीं बन रहे, बहुत प्रॉब्लम आ रही है।
कल वाले सेशन में फिर से डिस्कस हो।
और मतलब इंग्लिश में तो समझ ही नहीं आता।
तो ज्वाइन दैट, एक टीए सेशन होता है हिंदी में, वो भी ज्वाइन करो, एंड देन टुमारो कल भी होगा, कल पूरा फिर से 3rd वीक का डिस्क्राइब करेंगे। तो और एक हिंदी में
क्वेश्चन तो इंग्लिश में ही रहते हैं ना सर, क्वेश्चन तो इंग्लिश में ही रहते हैं, तो नहीं आता वो भी समझ में, क्योंकि बेसिक कॉन्सेप्ट ही क्लियर नहीं है। टीए सेशन में अपन डाउट पूछ सकते हैं, बट कॉन्सेप्ट ही क्लियर नहीं है तो कैसे पूछेंगे सर डाउट भी? तो क्या करें सर, मैं तो कुछ समझ नहीं आ रहा है, ऐसे में तो एग्जाम निकलेंगे ही नहीं हमसे। पहले पता नहीं था ना कि ये हिंदी में है कि नहीं है, नहीं तो पता रहता तो हम कभी ज्वाइन ही नहीं करते।
बट काम तो करना पड़ेगा तुम्हें, मतलब मोस्टली इंग्लिश पे।
हाँ ना सर, क्या करे सर, वो समझ नहीं आ
अभी
रहा है।
फिलहाल यही कर सकते हो, जो इंग्लिश का क्लासेस चल रहा है दैट यू कैन वो अटेंड करो, एंड देन सेशंस हो रहे हैं पर वीक, एटलीस्ट 2 सेशंस तो हो रहे हैं हिंदी में। एटलीस्ट मैथ्स का तो मुझे पता है और स्टैट्स का पता है हो रहा है, तो वो
हाँ
अटेंड।
सीटी का नहीं हो रहा है पर पीटी का तो इंग्लिश में ही है सर। मैथ्स में तो उतनी प्रॉब्लम नहीं जा रही है, और स्टैटिक्स भी आप इतना अच्छे से एक्सप्लेन करते हो, उतनी ज्यादा नहीं जा रही, फिर भी जा रही है थोड़ी थोड़ी प्रॉब्लम्स में भी। कॉन्सेप्ट ही क्लियर नहीं है, तो डाउट भी नहीं पूछ पाते हम।
Okay, so you just
तो सर
join
उसके लिए हमें ई बुक्स मिल सकती है क्या हिंदी
कौन सा?
में? ई बुक्स हिंदी में,
नहीं
क्योंकि हमारे पास बुक्स भी नहीं है ना, बुक्स अगर रहती तो वही पढ़ लेते।
नहीं, हिंदी में बुक्स भी नहीं है, इंग्लिश में ही है बुक्स। जो भी है यहाँ का सारे, मतलब वो तो ऑप्शनल है। हिंदी का जो सेशन हो रहा है वो ऑप्शनल ही हो रहा है मोस्टली, तो मतलब
हाँ।
बट आई डोंट नो हाउ कैन
Koshi, just try to understand. Like अब इंग्लिश का क्लास तो इंग्लिश में ही होगा, वो हिंदी में नहीं हो सकता ना, तो just try to understand. हाँ?
क्या बेसिक कॉन्सेप्ट क्लियर रहते हैं ना, तो क्वेश्चन अपन आसानी से लगा पाते हैं।
but for that you can attend for statistic, you just attend tomorrow's session, so वो कल कोशिश करेंगे कि जितने भी तुम्हारे डाउट्स है मोस्टली उसमें क्राउड थोड़े कम होंगे, तो we'll try to sort it out. Okay, and then
Thank
you
you, sir.
just
Good night,
attend.
sir.
Okay, good
Math
night
session,
everyone.
sir.
Yeah, okay, bye. And for एक और हिंदी सेशन होगा टीए वाला, तो that also you can attend. Okay, just attend the session. You just ask them कि समझ नहीं आ रहा है करके, maybe they'll help you, maybe so they'll try to help you out. Maybe the session they may extend the session for some hours, just maybe they'll try to do something. Just try attending tomorrow's session, and then the TA वाला session just try to attend that. Okay, जब भी वो हिंदी वाला हो रहा है ना, तो you just attend those session and try to improve your, like ये तो करना ही पड़ेगा, ये तो you can't do much, like अभी तो चलो फिर भी हिंदी के सेशंस हो रहे हैं,
थैंक यू सर।
yeah, okay everyone, bye. So we'll just close it off. We'll just meet in the next meetup whenever we'll meet. Bye.
Bye.